see me on it again. You won't see me on it again. I won't register to go on it again. Look what it brought to me. Look what it brought to me. Still, even now, I can feel it somewhere. Oh, he's back. This is coming in, and there's forces that try and get their club.
I can relate. When 50 Cent came to the studio,
This girl showed up to a Pokemon. girl showed up to a Pokemon convention with one of the rarest. This girl showed up. This girl showed up to a Pokemon convention with one of the rarest. This girl showed up.
For whatever reason, my video's not working, but my audio's working. Let's see what's going on with this stupid thing.
This girl showed up to a Pokemon.
Go way over here. Way over there. Well, I don't think I need the video anyways. Okay, so had a pretty rough go the last couple days. So after 2 weeks of steadily making profit, getting my account to 2,500 every day, and it was profitable every day for 7 days. I had a blowout. Well, it's kind of like a series of unfortunate events, I think. But I was trading the wrong instrument, so I was, instead of micro ES, I was ES, and I basically blew my account because I wasn't paying attention, and so that was a bit of a bummer. And so from there, I kind of spiraled out and just kind of screwed everything up. So I'm trying to regroup, hopefully learn from those mistakes, and try to get back on top. Now, in that 2-week period, I did find myself getting to around $1,000 drawdown. So I thought, well, maybe that's a good place to start with. A self-funded account is about $1,000. So that's what I started with. And I think I need to see, even though I did pretty good, I need to see consistency, and I need to make sure I'm avoiding these blowout days. So I need to make sure I'm analyzing. I think towards the last part of the couple weeks, I got a little bit complacent with my setups, and I was just really focusing on the doubling down, which seems to be a pretty effective tool, but I think I just relied on it too much, and it really came back to bite me in the ass. After the big loss, I had a trade go the wrong way on me, and it crashed out my account again. And for whatever reason, I don't know if it's a margin thing, but it kept kicking me out of trades, and obviously if I had a small account, that would be more problematic, more higher chance, but it seemed to be unreasonably kicking me out of trades. So I think with the double down, it's just, maybe you could use it to a degree. I got to figure out where my limits are with that strategy, because if I had a big account, then you could almost infinitely double down and eventually get out of trades because of the market volatility. Obviously, minus a big stretch like that or something. But I'm going to continue to explore it and just see if I can get a baseline of how often it, maybe taking the account is a cost of doing business, and it's worth it if I tank it a day and then come back, because I did have a day last Thursday where I made a mistake. It tanked my account. I don't know. I can't remember what I did back then, but maybe I hit the wrong button or whatever it was. It tanked my account, and I came back and made $1,100 in the same day with the same strategy. So it seems to be powerful, but I guess it seems to be quite risky. But I want to feel it out, see where my tolerances are, and still I need the foundation of taking good trades, good setups, high probability setups, and not be too risky. So looking at the chart today, I still like my 1 hour bias. So leading into this morning, we had this momentum push here. We've already seen a good bit of movement here, and so yesterday was a bit choppy too. All through the day we had these pushes. I mean, opportunities here to cash in. I mean, from this one was an up one. We went from 7531 down to, there's 20 points on down to here. So I went from 29, so 30 points down to the bottom there. And it kind of made its way back up. So I got 3 minutes till we make a fair value gap here, or the start of one on the hourly time frame. So I feel like we're still in a bullish bias, and so I'm going to still double down, but hopefully a little bit more strategically, because I do feel like we got more upside here. On my higher time frame price structure, we are up leg of a retracement here, and our market structure says our target's up here. So at some point I think it's going up. I think that even on the daily, same thing. We're kind of trying to make hopefully a higher high here, because we kind of tweezer bottomed on the daily, and then even the 4 hour, we got now we're kind of in the top of this range of the 4 hour, so it may want to come down. And then on the 2 hour, we have tweezer bottom from this fair value gap. We had more momentum to the upside than we did the downside. So I think if it pulls back, it might pull back a little bit, maybe to 493. I mean, it could come down quite a bit, but we're going to try to use the double down to reposition ourselves as we go down, because ultimately I want to be there for when it decides to make a big move up. Now we've already had a little bit of false starts here. We had a fair value gap. So on 1 minute, I'm trying to think about where the best places to put my double down is, and I'm thinking maybe I'll just systematically put the double down where this volume fixed range volume profile is, like the next zone here, the next kind of bit of mass there. I think another thing I want to do is not do the risk-free trade until I get maybe 2 fair value gaps or something like that. I'm not sure about that. Maybe I should. Maybe I should get in the risk-free trade as soon as possible. looks like we're kind of taking off here, and hopefully we'll continue. We had that 1 hour push. Now on the 1 hour, it's saying we're in a bearish pattern. Okay, I am going to get in a risk free. Okay, I'm up 20 bucks on the day. I am trying to stay small. I'm going to wait for another fair value gap. I'm going to enter all fair value gaps. I mean, this other strategy that I had, this is a entry strategy here that basically says, okay, we're going to make a fair value gap here. Let's see it again. All my apps and shit are screwing up on me. And my countdown timer is not working here for some reason. I think I updated my computer. So I do think I need to be a bit more patient. Wait for the more high probability setups. And use some of these other strategies that I've kind of been developing. But I need my shit to work. That's a big part of my problem here too. I need it to work. I'm going to try. Still not working. This countdown timer's pretty important. I don't even know if it's updating at this point. That's what kind of screwed me up yesterday too, as I like my instruments weren't matching, and even though I thought I was on the MES, I did have to, I guess, change. And actually this one's not the right one. It defaulted to the previous one. Okay, maybe this will fit. Okay. See, it's little stupid shit like that that screws me up. 19 seconds. I think we're gonna go on this one. And we're not gonna go. I'm gonna still double down. Alright, so my 1 hour, yeah, so I'm fucked now, basically. So I should be in down cells at this point. So I think I need to also get out of trades when they're not going to work. I'm gonna buy, I'm gonna sell, I think it just tags in there. So yeah, so that's where I can screw myself out pretty quick if I'm just, you know, the other thing, I went to the UFC Freedom 250 event in DC, and we ended up going to bed at like 3 a.m. So my circadian rhythm's all screwed up, and I've been getting to the charts later than I like, and just not mentally prepared and not alert, and so it's probably not helping my performance. Previously, before the trip, I was crushing it. And yeah, I 5 times my account in 2 weeks. With the small account, trying to stay small with the small strategy. It was a little risky because I did do the double downs to a degree, but they were also kind of powerful in making money. And for, you know, I've been doing pretty well with that as a strategy. So, like, I don't know. I'm just trying to, like, test, I guess, do my own research and back testing using these pretty easy to follow strategies, and also strategies that I can just get in at any time. It's not necessarily reliant on certain time of day or anything. Okay, now I'm going to sell. Center mass here on this volume profile. Actually, ironically, we are kind of probably going to make a fair value gap to the upside on the 1 minute. But I've got my signal here, and this is a bearish signal. This one was 213 or 218. We're at 28,000 at the moment. The other thing that's not working is my HUD. I think I might need to go to my HUD somewhere. Where is my HUD? These are my real-time HUD, this one here. Add to favorites. What is this one called? Real-time HUD. Remove real-time source code. Maybe I just manually add it again. Real time. So I'm in 2 contracts now. I need to be getting out of one. So I'm going to buy here. And then my next, this would be my, so I would do 2 sales here. So I just want to do a point. Real time, my scripts. Why is it not adding to? Copy code, okay. Now we're gonna go to Pine Editor. So that's back. Okay, good. So this is just a handy heads up kind of, okay, so now we got that. We're going to keep our double down here. We are now moving. We want to make a fair value gap before. Otherwise, I think I'm going to just let it go without a stop loss at this point. Looking pretty strong. Okay, so we are underneath. So we're in a sell, so this needs to be a buy. We're making a nice fair value gap there. We'll see if it continues. And I need to look for my target. We've already mitigated this fair value gap. So this is kind of like our active level down here. And we got our target on the 1 hour as this level here. Already mitigated. We could tap into this. We could see this as a target as 7524. We're going to sell, so this will be a buy here. We are in a risk-free trade at this moment. We have a fair value gap. We'll see if it's going to support. We are kind of in a minor uptrend, and things are kind of moving around on us. But okay, we've mitigated this fair value gap, and let's see what our 5 minutes is looking like. This is now our new level here at the top of this candle, so it's likely it's going to go up now. I think if I do that, I'm going to also just take profit. That might be another new rule for me. If I see it mitigate the fair value gap, then we're not really in a clear trajectory. So I'm going to take profit. So now at this point, if I've taken profit here, this might be an entry. Unless we create a fair value gap. Actually, center mass maybe. So let's look on our 5 minute, what's happening here. So we are tweezer topping on the 5 minute, but we are in a kind of an uptrend. We are kind of disrespecting this fair value gap here. Let's see if we create a new fair value gap. Okay, did not hold up. I'm kind of expecting price to come back a little bit. On the 5 minute, we are tweezer topping here. Okay, we might be making a fair value gap here. $15 big wick on the top, respecting this fair value gap. I am looking for a fair value gap to the downside, and let's see if one is potentially going to form here. This might be our move here. I'm hopping in. It's a sell. We got my double down up there. One hour sell, push. Might be making a fair value gap here, or starting to make one, which it's not. It's wicking back up. I mean, I feel like we're going down. We've already respected big push up. Look at that. This should have been my entry. Testing that fair value gap again. I'm gonna let it touch. Looks like it's gonna touch. I'm a little impatient. Should be waiting for those moments. Get a big push up. Okay, we're gonna tag in to our order, it looks like. Now we need to buy one at a bit of a profit. And then our next is going to be here. Center mass of that, that's a rule. And that gets us into 3, so we're going to buy here. And then next is sell here. It wants to go up. See my 1 hour doing. It is kind of starting to flip on us. Previous is 218, current is 75. We still got 40 minutes to go in this candle. So this may be another rangy day. But I need to have a little faith in my previous successes and just keep trying to do what I've been doing, but tweak it a little bit to avoid the losses, because I'm able to generate the profit. It's just that every now and then you'll have a mistake or something, because it's a bit risky. And I've kind of been willy-nilly, kind of instinctively trading, and I need to be a little bit more disciplined and methodical, I think. So I've created this big fair value gap. We got the upward EMA. Looks like I might want to continue up, and we're gonna let it. Already down 150 bucks. It's a bit of a scientific research today. I don't think I'm really trading instinctively. Oh, so we got 81,000 now in this candle. I mean, the 1 hour is so choppy. So I think it will come back down and get me out of a few of these here, and then that will be a good reposition to good position to come back down again. At one point before I started tweaking my strategy, I had just had a strategy of not losing, which is just waiting for price to come back down, to go all the way up and come back down and get me out of the trade, and that was working to a degree. And then of course again with the days that it goes wrong, it is kind of catastrophic. But I want to, I don't know, I'm trying to find my way, I guess. Like, I think this is going to come back down and get me out of that trade. It'll reposition myself to take sells from here. My daily bias is still this 1 hour negative push at the moment, and I am keeping my eye on it, but it is starting to come down. We had a big wick down off that candle. Okay, so I'm making our way back down. We have not tested that fair value gap on the 1 minute yet, so it has not been mitigated. It's being respected so far, but it is kind of working its way down to there. It did get wicked up here. The other thing that was working kind of was this Arjo strategy. So using this pink line is basically a PD array of a pivot point or a fair value gap. The yellow is using market structure to show where the target is, and I think on these lower time frames, okay, 5 minutes saying we're going down. $15 says we're going up. 30 says we're going up. 45 says we're going down. 90 says we're going down. 1 hour says we're going down. 2 hours says we're going down. 4 hours says we're going up, and then basically the higher time frames say we're going up. We're kind of in the middle of this range, and we're gonna just feel this out today. I'll see where my tolerances are with this double down. I've been trying to not rely on it so much. So if it tags in here, that'll bring my take profit line around here. We'll have this draw to center mass again, and I can even take it here. I'm gonna do and then here. With $1,000 account, it'll let me do this. We've not made another fair value gap. This is not in the zone of respecting the fair value gap, so hopefully this will get us out. To be honest with you, I think I feel like I got that point where after a big loss yesterday and the day before, I've kind of lost my way. So it's kind of like a reset, I think, rebuilding period. I've done some testing on some various strategies, and they've been successful in different ways. More successful than I did when I started out just doing a straight 4-to-1 risk reward type setup. And I showed some consistency, so I think I just need to build on that. My best trading has been when I've just been instinctively trading and not so formulaic. But I know there's a balance there. This will be 2 points on 7 contracts. This will be a nice solid win if it comes down. Center mass is here, so it wants to range around here. That's where a lot of the volume is. We are creating a fair value gap if it wants to continue down, hopefully. Hopefully this will be an example of where the strategy works, even though I was in a bit of a drawdown there. For like over a week doing this strategy, my drawdown was only like 250, and I thought that pretty good. Okay, now we're going to get in a risk-free trade. Okay, so we're up 124 on the day. We have a nice position here to go down. We'll see if it holds up. We've created a fair value gap. Now remember, I started here. I started with the sell here and bought in here and here as an anticipation for it to continue down. And now we are kind of selling off a bit. Let me look at my... Okay, so we had some buys up above here, and then we've had some sells kicking in. We did have some buys too, but we're making fair value gaps. So 15, 25, 35, 45. So if it came down to here, that would be 60 points or so. Let's look at our 1 hour again. So this is, I mean, it kind of looks like it's going to overtake the volume of the previous candle, but the question is it going to continue going down, or will it hold strong? Kind of seems like it's holding strong at this point. So we've already mitigated this, so this is a level that we might take. This is 3.0. Might continue it down here, so we're looking at 5.24. This might be a more reasonable target, 524, but this is like a rangy period. So we've, market structure speaking, we've kind of big move up, kind of ranged, big move down, up, down, range, big move down, up, and we've kind of ranged. So we might be ready to take, you know, having a big move down, even 4, 4, 6, 6. You could want to move down, you know. We've had a big rangy period, but we've got good news with the war to some extent. We might want to continue ranging here, because we are in this volume, dense volume area. Let me know in the chat if you've been following along over the last, I don't know, few months. I think you might have seen some successes and you might have seen some epic failures, but I think I am starting to learn some of the principles of trading here in market structure. So we're having a tweezer bottom here. This is not a good sign. I think I'm going to get out with some profit. I'm up 124 today, which isn't bad for a small account. I'll wait to see what this candle is going to do. We are still kind of in an uptrend. I actually am now anticipating price to go up. We have 27 minutes left. If this ends up yellow, I'm going to take buys. But we are really getting close to it flipping on us and actually being a continuation. 27 minutes, so wait for another fair value gap, maybe to enter to the downside. We are kind of making higher highs and higher lows, so we want to keep an eye on that. Now we made kind of a lower high to some extent here. Let's see what this, if it wants to make a higher lower high or a lower low, or 25 minutes. So anyways, yeah, I want to be a little smarter with my trades. Before, towards the end of the last 2 weeks, I was just getting in trades. I'm like, oh, it's going down, it's going up, double downing my way out of it and not really assessing the market. So while I'm waiting, I'm going to take a look here again. So we kind of have we made all-time highs, came down. I mean, realistically, we're going up. On the daily, we did make a lower high. So we did make a lower, made a higher high. So we are in an uptrend on the higher time frame. But you know, as you zoom in, a lot can happen. I don't know if you count all of these or not. It's saying market structure wise, we're still in an uptrend. I don't know how it assesses that on this. Let me see if I really granularly. Low, high, low. Gotta have it at the high, low, high, low, high, low, high. So I guess we are technically in an uptrend on the 4 hour. The 2 hour, it's got us in a downtrend. And what's my 1 hour doing now? We're starting to build again. 23 minutes left. I think we're going to cross that threshold. I think we're going to go up. So it might be a little premature, but as you can see, this candle is starting to form here. Is it going to go down in 23 minutes? Maybe it's traveled a lot in the 40 minutes or so, but I think it's going to solidify as an upward candle. Center mass here. Actually, this is center mass. Just a point, which so I think the trend is changing now. A little preemptive. Really, you need to confirm by taking this high, mid or lower high. Are we continuing this minor uptrend, or are we moving down at some point? We've kind of got this big wick, that's a sign of a reversal, but we want to see like a sharp reversal on a lower time frame. It's very rangy today. And this could be our target here. Not made a fair value gap. We got this one down here, so we do have a fair value gap to the upside, which kind of confirms an uptrend a little bit. We have a long way to go on 30-minute to make a fair value gap. We have this momentum continuation. Could be moving up as far as that goes. Let me know in the chat where you're coming from. Are you from Indonesia? Damana? Apa kabar? No? Alright, so we got 20 minutes for our hour to solidify here, and it looks like it is going to go up on us, so I'm liking this so far. Risk-free trade, it's gone up enough that if it's going to turn around, it's going to turn around. We kind of, if it turns on, it's a pivot high. We'll see if it breaks this high. tweezer topping here. I'm gonna get out with some profit. I want to see it come down now because I do feel like it's in a sell or a buy. This is going to probably lock in. You have to come all the way down to 4.4 to be a down candle. I'm buying in one. I'll buy in another here because that was a nice little push. That this was at our center mass area, close to it. A nice couple point reposition. If it shoots down, we'll hopefully tag into this order here, and if it wants to go up, we're fine with that too. "17 minutes left on our hour." It is kind of wicking down, so we want to be careful of that to see what it wants to do, but it's been ranging all morning, and it could continue until it makes a big move. Okay, coming down again because it is the kind of center of gravity for all the volume of the day. We have created a fair value gap to the downside on the 1 minute. I feel like it's going to take off one way or the other pretty soon because it's been ranging quite a bit. We've not really seen a break and retest situation. So we're okay. We took out this Asian high already, but we've kind of continued moving up through the day. We got a New York way down there, and we got a bunch of liquidity up above. I feel like this is a target actually, 609 to the upside. So I want to like get, my goal is to be in more long trades. So this would be a great target. 60, 70, 80, 90. So if we could get up to at least this, if it goes here, it's going to give us 611. So I think that's a good position. We're going to see if we're going to continue making higher highs. We kind of made a lower high here, but we may not be done on this leg. I still feel like my 1 hour is looking strong. We are actually, we've got 15 minutes left. We are not quite making the threshold. That's a nice push up here. Let's see if it continues to push above this high. We want to see fair value gaps being made in the direction we're going. This is a low density volume area, so price hopefully will move through here quickly. Let's see what our aggression bursts are doing. We got a little mix of buy and sell. Some buys popping in there a little bit. Not a whole lot of volume today, for the most part. Okay, we got buys. We got some buys here. Made that high, so that's a good. Might be making a fair value gap on the 1 minute. So I think now you get another risk-free. It might come down and take that out, but that's just a sign that it doesn't want to go up with any certainty. So I'm okay with that too. I'm kind of still at the bottom of that range, so we did make a new high here. So we have this higher highs. We had a brief lower high, but now we're kind of moving through this range. Might start to range up above here. Hopefully we continue up. We have a big impulsive move up and not just continue ranging here. We have created a small fair value gap there, so that could be something for us to keep an eye on if it wants to disrespect. Okay, we may actually made two small fair value gaps. And what's the 5 minute doing? 1 minute left here to kind of start to make a fair value gap. Our 1 hour is certainly going to flip now. We have our indicator that's a continuation, so it kind of uses the RSI and volume to kind of preemptively determine that. We'll lock in a little more profit. That's 6 points there. Could potentially even go. Because we have another small fair value gap there. That one is smaller, but if I just stay maybe two fair value gaps below, that might be a good way to do a roll trailing stop loss. Hopefully this will hold. And because we want to see it hold, we want to see a 5 minute being made here. 6.5, we're kind of right there. We are kind of tweezy topping. I wouldn't be surprised if this got touched. We want to see this 5 minute hold up, but it doesn't look like it will be. It's holding a little bit. Just battling it out. Okay. Edging into that fair value gap. We're okay with taking some profit. Still holding. Okay, we took that. What was that? Oopsies. That was the wrong one. I'm in 2 now. I want to see it go back up here. Otherwise, I might just double down. I fucked that one up. I put in the wrong. See, that's where I'm talking about. This is where my mistakes bite me in the ass. I could get out of it, but I want to see, I don't know, a better win than this. We are tweezer topping, so that's like a sign that we are going down, but we still, I think, have, I don't know if we've inverted all the fair value gaps. Now we've created one to the downside. We are making a big move down. What's our 1 hour looking like here? 1 hour is now started to diminish its certainty, but we are 7 minutes away. It's hard to say if this is going to lock in as a reversal because our momentum has kind of died down quite a bit. You know, we're going to try to get out of one of these with a little bit of profit as well. Hopefully that goes up. This is where my strategy gets a little sketch. But I mean, I don't know. It's pushing up. I mean, it's an upward candle. I might go from a nice trade now to a losing trade. Okay, so we'll see. It's pushing down. Just by a simple mistake. So that's where I'm doing my big losses, and it's a little bit because I'm trading chaotically and not really. I should have gotten actually out when I saw this fair value gap to the downside. That was my real, should have been my exit. Okay, we're going down again. We got this low here, so we made a higher low. So this hopefully continues the trend. We're making a higher high. We're underwater on our EMA here, but we have already mitigated this fair value gap with this candle wick here. So we'll get a nice strong push up again. Doesn't look like we're going to meet that threshold of this. I could get out of one here. Get out of one. So am I actually losing this trade now? No. So my profit line, if I manually exit instead of taking the take profit, then it affects the trade, I guess, win differently. Like the if I'm up or down, the price line doesn't change when you manually get it out of a contract there, I guess. So we are disrespecting this. We've just mitigated that fair value gap and are also taking out this. We made another fair value gap to the upside. See if it holds. We got 10 seconds left. Okay, that's looking good so far. Hopefully we'll continue up from here. But we were kind of like, I don't know, if we're kind of no man's land. I think at this point I might want to get out with profit. I don't know if our 1 hour is going to actually flip, even though it's a nice solid 1 hour. Made a lower high kind of here. Okay, I'm not really sure which way it's going to go at this point. We have disrespected a lot of our. Might just get out of it. I'm out. Okay, I mean, I'm still at 164 today, which is pretty good. I want to see it have a little bit more certainty it's going to go up. We did make a lower high. Kind of broke even on that trade. Hey, baby.
Thanks.
So yeah, now I kind of want to get back in here, but I'm gonna wait. Let's just see. They got 2 minutes. This one's not gonna. It's not going to reverse on us. I'm gonna wait. I think that's a smart move. I don't see the volume shift that I wanted to see with this upward candle here. Did that switch? No, we're still under volume. We only got 1 minute left, so it's not a true reversal candle, and it could come down. We are making a fair value gap to the upside, but I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. We still got this. I don't know. Could be making a lower high. We made a higher high here. We've kind of ranged. Unfortunate that I made that mistake because I would still be in this trade with good profit here. So we don't have a true reversal. Well, I don't think I want to take this to the upside more. We've already whipped down from this level before, and now we're kind of tweezer topping here. Has a lower high. It's not. I don't know. It's kind of an equal high, but it's a lower high. So I think that's the right move. Well, I took a little bit of profit. Okay, what's this candle gonna do? Okay, so we actually have more buys in this candle than we do sells. Sells are coming in now. So as I suspected, I'm actually going to sell now. create this fair value gap here. A little preemptive, obviously, like always. We failed to make a new high. We might continue up a little bit and have some sort of liquidity sweep or something, but we got some aggressive sells. We had a reversal on the 5-minute. We wicking back up, so we still got a fair value gap to the downside here, a small one, and we've already mitigated and basically disrespected this to the downside. We have a tweezer top reversal signal here. Let me see on some of my time frames. 5-minute, 15-minute, 30-minute. All say we're still going up. What's my 30-minute? A lot of our time frames still say we're going, but the higher time frame, the 45 is going down. The 90 is going down. We're not, okay, this is a good starting point on the 45. The 90, it's a bigger range. If it was closer to here, then that might be a little bit better. We're halfway through here, so we have a lot of play. It could go up more. 2 hour. So a lot of our time frames are saying we're going down. We've already kind of disrespected this fair value gap down there. 4 hour says we're going up. Well, I do kind of want to get in a risk-free as soon as possible. We made a lower low. Lower high, lower low on the 1 minute. I want to see a fair value gap being made. Maybe I could use the RSI as like a